Cali Kid. Can y'all hear me? What's the deal? All right, y'all. Look, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me see something. Can y'all hear me? All right, y'all. I'm tipsy. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm tipsy. This is Tipsy Live. So, I ain't responsible for what come out my mouth. But whatever come out, it's gonna be pimping. Okay? Master XC. Debonair. Hey, bro. That's crazy. I ain't gonna say nothing. All right, let's see. Let me bring up. Let me see. Let's get this going. That's Rabbi Rich in the building. Let's get this going. Iceberg, man. Shout out to Iceberg. Let me let you know something about my partner Iceberg. You know what I'm saying? Let me let Iceberg know that I see him. Now, see, this the difference. You know, some people. How can I put it? Put it like this. How can I put it? How can I put it? I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna put it like this. I'll put it like this. Shout out to Iceberg. Hey, Iceberg, I see you, bro. And keep doing your thing, nigga. And you smart. And I see you paying attention. I'm going to just put it like that. Some people go with the motions. He got a new song. I need a white one with the debonair. Nah, bro. Come on, bro. You messing up the agreement, bro. I bet you been having bad luck ever since you changed your picture, bro. Everybody hates Jay Rich. Now, Jay Rich got the new logo. He's on flyers for people's, you know what I'm saying, welcome home parties and doing events. Come on, Debonair. Come on, Debonair. Oh, like, now you want to come up. I'm in trouble. Here I go. Here I go. Here I goes. Jay Rich.
Show, baby. Look, it's all. Listen,
Nah,
man. When I
bro.
changed my profile picture, I caught two flat tires the next day.
For real? On, on Pimping? On Pimping?
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
What's up, nigga? What you
Man,
doing,
like
bro?
nothing much, man. Chill like, hey, man. No, but look, though. I need one of this picture. This one cold right here. This one, you know, it
That's the
leave the
one you got on
mystique,
right
but it's
now?
all there though.
This ain't even a joke. Okay.
See, but it's me. But it's still behind the scene. You know what I'm saying?
For
You
sure,
know, you know.
it's you,
Cause
bro.
you kept saying like get one with your get one with you on there, get one with you. I'm like I gotta figure out something. I don't
This
want to be out there, but something.
this is in my inbox.
For sure, I need the crest on that joint, man. You know, you been good though.
No, everything been good, bro. It's just, you know what I'm saying? I just have to do some more pimping so I can come back and have some more to talk about.
Gotta keep it with some more of it. Gotta keep it. That sound about right. That sound about right.
What's going
Sound about
on
right.
with you, bro? What's new?
Man, nothing much, man. He's fresh work. About to do get some more. You know what I'm talking about? Some more. What's some more?
For
You
real.
know.
What state you in right now, if you could speak on
I
that?
just came back to the crib. I'm motherfucker. Man, I almost with the motherfucker. I should have been in Detroit. I got a damn near locked up for a warrant from 2015.
Damn, what happened?
Man, I had an old, pimp shit, suspended, driver off suspended license and shit
Yeah,
like that.
see. Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying. No, I hear what you're saying.
The
Yeah,
crazy
for
part
sure.
about it is the bitch, she said, nigga, I was 15 when this happened.
That's crazy. That was
I
like
said,
what,
nigga,
six,
send the
seven
pussy
years ago?
for you had one.
Yeah, for real. No, you ain't lying. So you escaped it?
Yeah, I paid. Yeah, I wasn't broke. I paid on the spot, and I wasn't home. I was there. I said, well, Connie, he said, cook. I said, yeah, I gotta go home tonight.
Nah, no, I hear what you're saying, bro. Look, so look now. Um, okay, look. So in the story, right, a couple of
Right.
days ago. So now look, let me ask you this. Where Robbie Rich at? What's that? That's not pimp shit. That's real life shit. Team C.
What you talking about, see? Let me bring up Bradley Rich real quick. Now look. Now let me ask you this, Debonair. And bring up Bradley Rich. Now let me ask you this. Okay, now I put you in a story the other day. Now, after having a hoe, so for sure that's a requirement. Okay. Now, once you pimping, whatever, Abby. Now, once
What up?
once you
Top of it,
pimping,
top of it.
once you
Top of
pimping, look, once you pimping with a hoe, Debonair, right? For sure you gotta
Uh-huh.
have a hoe already. So now we
Uh-huh.
got that out the way. Now, pertaining to business or a money move, if a pimp with the hoe already, that's really pimping. Now, if he uses his mind in any other way to generate money, i- is it pimping?
Is he a pimp?
No, is it pimping?
No, I'm saying, but he a pimp though,
Yeah, he's
right?
a pimp with a hoe for
Active pimp,
sure.
right? So yeah, so it's just some more of it. I'm just saying, hey, listen, I'm gonna go lie. Niggas call me crazy when I got the clothing store. When I got the art gallery, niggas call me crazy. But I ain't gonna lie to you. Nigga, I knocked so many hoes off of that. It was, man, what?
Uh huh.
Nigga, this is my guess. This is a nice. This is mine. You're lying. Watch this. What?
Hmm. Right.
But also I can watch. But it's a lot of a lot of shit. But hell yeah, man, we not in the '70s no more, man. Like I'm a great thinker. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta, man. Like bitch, keep up with me, cause I will leave your ass behind, cause I got shit to do.
Hmm. He
You
said,
know
"I'm
what I'm
a
saying? Like,
great thinker." No, that makes sense because, like I say, bro, we on with this shit, and my thing is, how can we grow the pimping within the pimping? But what I'm saying is because look, you know what, Rabbi? Let me ask Rabbi first too. Rabbi, let me see his perspective. Rabbi,
yeah, yeah,
a pimp that's a pimp with a hoe and all that, right? Okay, a pimp that's a
yeah.
pimp. If he uses his mind, whether it's orchestrating or putting a play together or whatever he does, with his mind involved in any situation to make money, is it pimping?
I could say it's the product of the pimping. You know what I'm saying? Without his pimping, the business couldn't have manifested it. Is it? You know what I'm saying? Is it
Look,
specifically? You know, well,
it has
you know,
nothing to do with a hoe.
I'm
He's
back with
not
it.
sending a bitch. He just used his intelligent mind or his pimp brain to generate money.
See, but I ain't gonna
Are we
lie.
yeah, yeah.
restricting our? Go ahead.
Hey, look, back in the day, back in the OGs, they had bars and shit. You know what I'm saying? At the crib, you know what I'm saying? Like they was knocking hoes at the bars, and they owned the bars, and they was pimp bars, and they was pimp friendly. It was. That's I don't know. Like me, I know niggas like right now. I'm around the corner. My guy owned this strip club, but next door's a car wash. One of my OGs owned that motherfucker before he died. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. So to me, it was even the guy I know now. You niggas had houses and real estate, pimping. He was doing park promotions when the biggest person that came to the city. He had his hand in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
You
it
know what I'm
kept a
saying?
nigga in it kept a
It's
nigga certain
nothing.
quality of life in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like your quality of life is different. You know what I'm talking about?
Hmm.
I mean,
I
when you want to say, you know what I'm saying? If you want to be specific, because okay, you know what I'm saying, pimp is sending a bitch, you know what I'm saying? The process of that being what pimp and do, I'm like, okay, I get if a motherfucker want to go, oh, you know, back to the book or whatever, you know what I mean, that type of thing. But pimp and do what pimp and do, you know what I'm
Uh huh.
saying? Pimp and want to create a business, you know what I'm saying? A pimp is gonna manifest it and put it together, you know what I'm saying? So
It's
it's
like the
definitely
bitch.
the
You know what I'm
action.
talking about?
You know what I'm saying? It's definitely the actions of the pimping. You know what I'm saying? Because what the pimping do is the pimping manage the situation to prosperity and for as much perfection as can be possibly pulled out the situation. You dig what I'm talking about? So for sure, it's the action of the pimping. You know what I'm saying? The pimping had the brain to come up with the plan. You know, put the plan in motion and create it to business. Excuse me?
I said, I tell motherfucker, how can the motherfucker have a business mind but not ever have a business?
Yeah, yeah.
Hold on, hold
Yeah.
on. Hold on.
Uh,
Yeah, y'all. Because like I say, because my brain went a lot of different places, right? And it's like, okay, say with the drugs, for example, is it not pimping to do drugs, right? So I can't say it's not pimping. You see what I'm saying? Is it the most pimpish thing to do? You know what I'm saying? I can't even say that. To each pimp his own. However, what I am saying is this from a perspective point of view.
Damn. This mother right here. Shit.
When it comes to drugs and shit, right?
God
When it
damn.
comes to the drugs, Debonair.
Hold on, my
you got a
bad.
lot of
I'm
shit
gonna
going
tap
on in the
back in. I'm gonna
background.
handle this business. I'm gonna tap back in.
All right, P. All right.
So look, when it comes to the drugs, right?
Yeah. It's a fine line
Put it
with
like
that, but go ahead.
this. Put it like this. Fuck it. It ain't pimping to do drugs. Fuck it. I'll
No,
just
it's
say that.
not.
I'll just say it
Yep.
now. But watch
100%.
this. But watch this though. I can't really say that though. You know what
Well,
I'm
we got to
saying?
say hard drugs. You know what I'm saying? Hard drugs. How about
But
that?
how was it? What does it have to do with pimping? Okay. So this is what I'm saying though. Let me finish. So what I'm getting at is this: the pimp that's taking the hoe though to buy the drugs, okay,
Yeah.
versus the pimp that's buying the drugs to sell for money. You're gonna use the drugs to destroy your body. I'm gonna use the drugs to get money.
Okay, well, then that's just more of like, you know what I'm saying, a Mac at that point. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I'm saying, jack of all trades.
Nah, bro. Because look, now tricks trick for pleasure.
Yep.
Okay. The sexual pleasure that a tricks get is what they pay for.
Yep.
What's the difference from the pleasure a pimp gets when he's paying for the high from drugs?
Oh, shit. Damn. Damn.
Is it better to be a pimp that's selling drugs or a pimp that's using?
Mm. You know, of
Blade
course you're going to
Wars.
say,
Al-
of course you're going to say seven.
Blade Wars. Alcohol. It's like that's
Alcohol, a
generic.
big,
That's generic, Blade
alcohol in my,
Wars. But we
uh,
talking about drugs, right? Okay, what's back in the day?
alcohol, a big,
Oh, pimps used to do heroin and all
yep.
the other type of shit.
Yeah,
You
I agree.
see what
Alcohol
I'm
is a
saying? Like
very
as far as
hard
that
drug.
type of shit, right? But what I'm saying is, well, you know what? We could say alcohol too, though. No, we could say alcohol because it's whatever someone's addiction is. Put it like that, right? Or if it's not addiction, it's like fuck. I don't want to even get too far off of it. What I'm saying is this: when it comes to the game, I can't say it's not pimping for a pimp to do what he does. So I'll just put it like that. For a pimp to do what he does, I can't say it's not pimping. Okay. However,
It can throw
when
you
it
off
comes to
your
selling
game.
drugs, I can say it's not pimping for sure. When it comes to using drugs,
It's a temptation that the pimping got to control just like anything else.
well, but what I'm saying is heavy on control. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. But even without getting too deep, These are two pimps. Okay, what human being is just perfect in the world, right? What's just the righteous person who's never sinning? Okay, so we're in the game. It's two pimps. One sells drugs and calls it pimping. He has a hold though. He has hoes, right? But he
Yeah.
sells drugs, completely sober, but he's getting the money. Okay, from the drugs. Now, the
Yeah.
other pimp, okay, still doing well. He's not just fucking off all the, but he's doing the drugs, spending the money, getting the pleasure from the high off the drug
Yeah.
because the pimping wasn't whatever how you want to look at it,
Yeah.
which is the greater sin.
And so you ask, you got one okay aspect of, saying a gentleman that's going to be peddling the drugs. You could say his temptation for money, you know what I'm saying, made him fold on his, characteristics and standards of pimping. You know what I'm saying? The other one, you could say his temptation for getting high made him sacrifice his pimping. So you know what I'm saying? This is just who you are. Me personally, I mean, the law, your mind, body, and soul is everything as far as your health and well being goes. So I'll say the worst one is going to be the man taking the motherfucking drugs. You know what I'm saying? So, but selling them can also,
Cali
round
said,
you up in a homo. You
weed
know?
don't count, Cali. Cali,
No,
weed
no, no,
don't count.
no, Mr.
But
Cali
look,
Kid, you straight, man. If
but
that was
look,
the case, I got to jump off the live, man. Hey.
because now look at it like this, right? Blade Wars. Now look. Oh, look. Hey, Blade Wars. Who's Snoopy? You fuck with Snoopy Badass, Blade Wars? What's up with you and Snoopy Badass? Hey, Blade Wars. Snoopy Badass got this video called, I forgot what it's called. I think it's called PIMP or something, right? And he in the video got the little bitch with the Blade Wars shirt on, man. Hey, man. what? Hey, but Snoopy Badass ain't the pimping, Blade Wars. What you trying to do? Get your clout? Have you seen
Yeah.
the video? You
Yeah,
seen
I
the
ain't
video,
seen
Blade
that.
Wars?
No, I ain't
Hey,
seen
I
that.
said, hey, they got the black T-shirt with the gold Blade Wars. I said, but Snoopy Badass ain't the pimping. You seen the
They got
Blade
paperwork on
Wars?
it. They
He act
saying
like
they got paperwork
he
on it.
knocked my homegirl. I told her to go do the video. Okay. I just want to make sure you saw it, man. Shout out to you, bro. Now look, so Rabbi, so look, now this the thing. So that's the pimping, right? Right? Now let's take it to another step. Let's talk about the tricking. Let's talk about the tricking. Now, a trick is going to spend money on a bitch for whatever satisfaction that he needs.
Yep,
Correct? Okay, now,
correct.
now the pimping getting satisfaction from a drug and he's spending the money. Is that tricking? Let's talk about the tricking, Rabbi. That's the point.
Ah, man.
Let's talk about the tricking, Rabbi.
I mean,
Is
yeah, I
tricking
mean,
really?
man,
Is tricking
tricking
really?
goes a whole lot. Because really it is. What is it? Tricking off. What are you tricking off? You know what I'm saying? What are you tricking? You know what I'm saying? You tricking off the money to buy the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Tricking off the money. That's where the phrase comes from. When
But
it comes to this
look,
concrete,
but
understand
look,
this,
bro,
you know,
is it, but Rabbi, is it the bitch versus the pleasure?
but they both pleasure.
Okay, look,
His pleasure
look,
for
look,
the
look, look,
bitch,
look, look,
pleasure for
look.
the drug.
Is it the bitch versus the high, right? So a trick could probably
Yeah.
feel a high when he's dealing with a hoe, right? Even
Yeah.
a trick that's going to the track, right? That gets his adrenaline, right? That's all part of it. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Some niggas getting high off pussy, others getting high off pipe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bitches.
It's all about harnessing the temptation period, Pete. You
No,
know what I'm
but
saying? That's
bro,
the problem. That's the problem now.
but what
Look
I'm
what you
saying,
see out there.
but what I'm saying, Rabbi, What's the tricking?
The tricking
What?
is the act of tricking off the money.
But what I'm saying is tricking only limited to spending money on a prostitute for sexual gratification?
No,
Vicious.
fuck no.
So let's talk about the tricking, nigga. Let's talk about the tricking, nigga.
Let's talk about it, man. Especially, you know what I'm saying? Especially as it pertains to, these little bitches that want to be following, you know what I'm saying, following little pages and shit and act like they want to soak some game up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they need to hear it because they so busy trying to, you know what I'm saying, marry with children with the tricking. You know what I'm saying? So they need to figure out what the tricking is. You know what I'm saying? For
You see
real.
what I'm saying? Because it's just putting it in perspective. Does the trick play for the prostitute, or does the trick play for pleasure that he can't get without the money? Why I say it like that? Okay, well, some people might like to drink alcohol, right? But they can go to the store and buy a bottle of liquor.
Yeah.
Now, you could, I don't know how many people finessing free liquor out of the person behind the counter. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's like, okay, well, you're paying for your liquor versus paying for sex because you don't have the game, or paying for anything else that you can get with. Ooh, that's vicious. It's tricking paying for anything that you can't get with game.
Ugh. Yeah. Ugh. That's a sticky one, man. That's a
Because,
sticky one.
okay, watch this. It's tricking anything that you paying for that you can't get with pimping.
I mean, not necessarily, I guess, because you don't say the pin, it was pimping. He can finesse a way to get some drugs, I guess, in the situation. I don't know.
It's tricking paying for prostitute or paying for the pleasure.
Paying for the pleasure that comes from being with the prostitute.
Hmm.
He has to have the pleasure first, because then there's no need of the prostitute if he doesn't have the pleasure that he gets from being around the bitch.
No, but what I'm saying is it paying for pleasure. The pleasure comes with the prostitute, or is it
Yeah,
paying for the prostitute? Okay, it's paying for the prostitute. We know that. Fuck it.
yeah, of course.
So what about the play? Okay, so right. So look, outside the game. Okay. Oh yeah, man. I'm about to go to the mall and trick off some money. They don't mean with a prostitute, but they about to spend some more extra money they can spend. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's what
fucking,
I'm saying.
fucking off some
Even
money.
if they can not fuck it off and just save it. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah.
What is the tricking for real when it comes to the pimping?
The tricking for the pimping is not using your patience and your motherfucking game and always trying to pay to play,
Hmm.
paying to play,
Hmm.
paying to play anyway.
Hmm.
Gotta push it. Gotta
Look,
spend on this. I'm
paying
gonna go buy
to
this. I'm gonna
play.
go
Look,
get this.
paying to play in any way where you don't have to pay.
Exactly on
Vicious.
pimp, and that's what I swear, bro. It's like these bitches, right? These little young, you know what I'm saying? These little young ladies coming up, like they so busy, like worrying about the little fake little image, the little with the pop and the yeah, then shoot all the fast talk, all that. Making sure I'm up there,
Playing the game now.
not realizing you just paying a trick, going back to the drugs. Look what they doing, bitch. You over here handed you hand him 5,000 and. I have 5,000. He's spending 1,000 of that on a pharmaceutical liquid. Bitch, You know what I'm saying? Like it's just it's the tricking, because you don't want that sober mind of Pimping. You want the pleasure of not having to worry about anything and just kind of let things go by. You don't want to pimp, so you just want to be in a comatose and feel like you're on top of the world. You trick it instead of
So
having it.
so tricking is paying for anything that your game can't obtain. Is game money?
Yes, you money.
Is game money?
Money's a part of the game.
Is game money?
Money's a part of the game. Game is money.
Is
Game gets you
knowledge money?
money.
Is knowledge money?
No.
Is knowledge game?
Yes.
Is game money?
A part of money.
Is game
Money is a
money?
part of the game.
No. Game. Okay.
Game within itself
Okay.
is knowledge. Knowledge and ways, and then money is a part of that knowledge, is a part of that spectrum
If
of
that
thinking.
knowledge
The
is turned to
results.
wisdom, is money wisdom or is
Correct.
money knowledge?
Money can be both. Money can have comparison to both. A
Is
man
money
with
obtained from
wisdom, a
knowledge?
man,
Look, is money obtained from knowledge of getting money, or is knowledge, or is money obtained from wisdom from getting the money?
say it again, the first part because you was breaking up a little bit.
Is money obtained from knowledge to get the money, or is money obtained from wisdom by getting the money?
I say both can work
Okay,
because you
go ahead.
because you have because in the first you said from the game of getting the money, and then you said the wisdom. Well, the game is
No,
could have been
no. Is money, does money come from the knowledge of how to get the money? Or does the money come from the use of the knowledge that you've learned to get the money?
both
Okay,
circumstantial. Sometimes the money just fall in people's lap.
both. So if I have the knowledge to get the money, but I don't use the knowledge to get the money, then what is that? Then
If
do I have the
you
money?
have the if you have the knowledge to get the money but don't use it to get the money,
Then do I get the money?
no, you don't.
So does knowledge to get the money have to be used to get the money?
Not necessarily. You can get money by accident sometimes. You know what I mean?
Give me an example.
You get in a car, get in a car accident. Bad car accident. You get a settlement from it without having any gain, without having anything. Someone's insurance policy could just put that into play. Circumstantial. They got money.
If a person didn't have insurance when they got in that accident, would they be wise or foolish?
They could just be poor. And I wouldn't say they're foolish for not having it. Maybe they just couldn't afford it.
Are they
But
foolish
if they have
for driving?
one,
Are they foolish for driving a vehicle with no insurance on the road?
oh,
No,
well,
they're
okay,
not.
driving, that's a different
Well, you
question. All right, yeah, driving,
said
yeah, they are.
accident.
You could have been a passenger, not the driver.
Then is insurance a factor?
Yes, it is.
Being a passenger,
Say it again.
being a passenger,
Yes.
only if the driver didn't have it. Hello.
Well, if nobody had insurance in the whole accident, then nobody gets nothing. Somebody's got to have insurance on one end
Whoever doesn't have insurance but had the knowledge that they need insurance just in case
and
they
have
get
the
in an
means
accident.
to get the insurance as well, correct?
Well, but without the means, they still
Uh,
drove.
it's still advised, man, but people take chances.
Okay, so you take chances. Now, if taking the chance ends up to a situation that's not favorable,
Well,
would that be wise?
that's no, it is not.
So, if you know better, you do better.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of people that know better but don't do better?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I've been part of that category my damn self on plenty of occasions.
Hey, I'm sure we all have.
Yeah.
But then did that mean we really knew better? So what I'm saying is this, right?
Damn.
So what I'm saying
Damn.
is look. So what I'm saying is this. So what I'm saying is this. When it comes to money and
Yeah.
tricking, and I'm saying it's tricking really paying for something that you can't obtain from the knowledge and the use of the knowledge from your brain. And what I'm saying is not going to McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? For sure, this place we
Yeah.
have to pay for because that's a business. But something that we don't have to pay for, but we can get through knowledge and the use of the knowledge.
Or from your own sweat and labor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's still utilization of knowledge that you have
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
the to even get to
For
sweat and
instance, you
labor.
talk about knowledge. I'll break it down as simple as possible. I go out, I'm lazy, I go trick off $5 and a bunch of calories and go get a cheeseburger when I could have made one at the house or something a lot healthier. You know what I mean? Could have had something. I could have made something at home, man. You know what I mean? It was a hell of a whole lot leaner and cleaner, man. But I decided to be lazy, get the temptation of being a fat ass and the sugar high, and I went and got my little McDonald's cheeseburger.
No, because you still bought it from McDonald's. How was you gonna get it
Yeah,
without paying for it from McDonald's?
put up a show. Yeah, you got to pay for it, of course.
So that doesn't count. So what I'm saying is a trick will pay for a hoe because you don't have to
Yeah,
gain. You see what I'm saying? Or that's his gain? No, that's his money. I'm sure all the tricks in the world, if they didn't have to pay and they can fuck the bitch without paying in the same way that they pay, they wouldn't pay.
you know, I have to partially disagree with that because I believe that there is a a a demographic of tricks that love to spend the money on the situation as if they're playing a game. They're using the money, spending the money on the bitch, like trying to act like the money is empowering over the bitch is a fetish to them. To where like they wouldn't have the same fun if it was for free, manipulatively to them in their own psyche. You dig what I'm talking
Or is
about?
it really control? For
Say
that
again?
particular time that the trick is with the bitch, does he feel like the
Yeah.
money is controlling the bitch?
Yes.
Hmm.
And with the bitch that plays that mental psychological tug of war with him to show that that money ain't shit is going to continue to break that trick something viciously. That's the problem. The bitch gets these fucking low budget ass fucking hot pocket dinner bitches, God bless them. They settle for the first little fucking crumb the trick throws, not realizing he got gold nuggets in his back pocket, bitch, but you're happy with the crumb. It's never enough. I don't care what the trick does, bitch, it's never enough. And once that trick sees that, now the trick that's using the money to so-called empower the bitch. He's gonna be like, oh, well, I've got more money, bitch. I'll get you to fold. Come on, man. Motherfuckers want to put on t-shirts and motherfuckers want to, want to scream out little slogans. Y'all ain't got no motherfucking game, no pimping about y'all still. Y'all ain't telling these bitches a goddamn thing. Wasting their time. You just tricking to get the bitch and she's tricking off the money to you. You tricking off the money to the lean man. Ain't no pimping going on out here like that, man. They over here glorifying these tricks. Glorifying, not understanding the game behind it. You trick ass nigga. What you
For real.
teaching the bitch? What you teaching these bitches, nigga? Where's your perspective? What the fuck is you standing on? Motherfuckers ain't standing on nothing but broken ass promises, man, and
But look, but it's a thing.
everything else.
But look, when it comes to the pimping in the game, when a hoe is giving the pimping, the money.
Yeah,
Okay. Now we talking about hoe though.
yeah.
What's tricky?
Tricking is taking that money and fucking it off.
So even if the fucking is in the pussy, or the fucking is in the pipe, or the fucking is in some clothes, or the fucking is in a fun night. So what's fuck?
Gotta have some discipline. You
So
know what I'm
what would
saying?
be look? So what would be fucking it off?
Fucking it off is like the bitch just came to you with 5,000 and you went to spend 1,500 on a half a bottle of lean.
But
Or the
why is
bitch
that?
gave
But
you five,
look.
or the bitch,
But
or the
why?
bitch, or the
Go
or
ahead.
the bitch, or you came 5,000 and you want to go buy the bitch a brand new wardrobe just to keep the bitch around. Sorry, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna spend on her, man. You know you
That's it.
care about
Look, that's investing. How come it's fucking it off?
her. Yeah, to an extent. So the bitch come with 5,000. You just gonna take half of it on unnecessities just to show the bitch you care.
If I
That
want
just
to,
that just shows number one, you don't know what to do with money
look.
for sure
If
from
I
the
want, look.
jump.
If I want to, versus if the bitch asks me, because it's still the fine line of this, Rabbi. Once the hoe get the money to the pimping, can't the pimping do what he want to do with the money?
To an extent.
Well,
Actually, excuse me. The pimping can do what he want to do with the money because if you keeping it pimping, right? Once you
well,
trick off the money, once you trick off that
mm-mm.
money, you not pimping.
No. If,
You you
if I
you.
look, if I pimp for the money,
Yup,
if I pimp to get the money,
yup.
then what's the rule for how a pimp's supposed to spend it?
Say it again.
I understand. If I pimp to get the money,
Yup.
then what's the rule for how a pimp should spend it?
It's common sense, P. The pimping got to spend. You know what I'm saying within the rationalization of his lifestyle and program, man. You know what I'm
So
saying?
a nigga
Especially in
could
the
get the
very
money from pimping like a motherfucker, but the way he
yeah,
spends it could take away from his pimping.
100%. Because that's the thing, though, right? Why is the bitch giving the money to him anyway? Because she's releasing herself from the temptation and just everything that comes with that, right? So like, okay, here's the money, daddy. Let me get back to some home. And then the pimp is supposed to take care of everything with that money.
Bro,
So,
the pimping's taking care of everything.
right,
The hoe has no
right,
problems in the world. She's happy.
yep.
Is a pimp judged by how he spends? This is vicious. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep. Go ahead. Talk to me. I know where you're going with it. Go ahead.
No, you don't. Because watch
All right,
this.
go ahead.
Because
Go
watch
ahead.
this. Because I just switched where I was going with it. Now watch this.
Well, hey, man.
Look,
The
look, 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 look,
GPS.
look, look, look. Watch this. Ooh, this is vicious. These bitch ass niggas. Watch
Man,
this.
no, they all man,
Watch
bitch
this,
ass
bro.
niggas for sure. Let's
Look,
go.
watch this. Ooh, watch this. Is any money that a pimp has, should a pimp have any other money? Should a pimp have one penny that comes from any other place than from the hoeing?
If he took the money, if it's legitimate business that he worked out from the game, from the money that he got from the game, which is from the hoeing, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. With generating revenue from the revenue.
So, are we saying that if I plant one tree in a forest of 1 billion trees, but that one tree was planted from the seed of hoeing, then all the other trees get the credit for the hoeing?
No.
So if I open a business, okay, I got 30,000 left to my name from the whole dough.
All right.
I open
All
a
right.
business, spent all my 30,000 to open the business. But guess what? My
What?
business was successful.
Awesome.
Is that hodo?
It's a pimp's money. I can't, you know what I'm saying? It got out the hustle. That's the initial startup investment. That's the principle.
If it wasn't from the hoe, the business wouldn't have been successful, huh?
It wasn't for the pimping. It wasn't for the pimping to send that bitch and get that bitch on the right track to get the money. It wouldn't have been successful.
Now, we got the business, right?
Yes, sir.
We open up the first day, and the pimping want to buy a bird of cocaine
Oh shit.
to get high.
Oh man, nah. I can't do that. Nope.
No, look, for celebration.
Nah.
That's
Mm,
no, look, some people want to drink. He likes to
nah.
get high.
I can't do it. Can't do it. That's a temptation to getting high. You fall into the temptation of getting high. Too
It's not
much.
affecting the money.
Of course, it's going to affect the money. If he drops dead, he can't get the money, right?
So let me ask you this then. Can a person trick in, in any way? No. Can a person trick in another way than just paying a prostitute for sex?
Yes.
So what's tricking?
Tricking is spending your resource, time, energy on something to satisfy your pleasure.
Come up, YG. I'm listening. Okay.
You know,
Pleasure or sexual pleasure? And I'm saying that in the sense of this. You don't have to have sex to sell sex. Some trickers
yes,
just want the conversation.
yes, sir.
What's tricking? YG. YG.
Yo, can you hear me?
What's the deal, bro?
What's poppin'? What's going
How
on,
you
show? Hold
doing?
on, let me see. Let me see something. There we go. Now we looking
You
good.
see Rabbi?
Yeah, I can see Robbie.
Well, speak, nigga.
I'm in the building. I'm finished building. You was asking the
Can
question.
you
Okay. Now look.
can you hear me, show?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, now look. Now YG. What's
Talk to
tricking?
me.
What's tricking, YG? If not even what's tricking, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Is it unpimpish? No. Is it not pimping for a pimp to do drugs? YG. YG.
Can you hear me? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
brother.
All right, you say is it unpimpish?
No. Is it not pimping for for a pimp to do drugs?
Well, I mean, I would, on that topic, I would say that has more so to do with his program and the way he run his program than his pimping, because he can be going hard pimping, man, and be on the drugs. I know some, my pops, he did heroin, and he was pimping like a motherfucker. You dig what I'm saying? So it didn't take away from his pimping, but it did take away from his mind over time, and it deteriorates the mind. And when your mind start deteriorating, that's gonna start fucking with your pimping, because what you used to maybe stand strong on, when you was a little bit younger and a little bit more
So YG,
swift, them drugs.
YG. So it fucked with his
Yep.
pimping then.
Well, it that's why I say it's more so a program thing, you know, the way a motherfucker run their program. Now, if drugs is involved, because some people got drugs involved in their program. Some motherfuckers feed the bitch drugs. You dig what I'm saying? If she might come in, she might be on coke. And I just had a bitch,
Now
19 years old.
YG. I'm
I'm
specifically
listening.
talking about the pimping.
Yeah, it's gonna fuck with his program. The drugs is definitely gonna fuck with his program.
No. Is it not pimping?
I
Look,
mean,
look, look, look,
I
look,
can't.
look, look. Sauce, what's the deal, bro? Look, it might not be the pimpish thing to do. Do you feel me? But is it not
I can't
pimping?
say that it's not pimping. I can't say it's not pimping, because you got so many motherfuckers who done some good pimping, who maybe had got on the drugs or was on the drugs or used to be on drugs or had drugs involved with they program. You dig what I'm saying? So I can't say it's not pimping, but I wouldn't
If
advise
drugs were
you.
involved with the hoe, that wouldn't pivot from the
Oh yeah, okay.
just for the
I
record.
wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't advise you to be on drugs if you in the fast
No,
lane
I'm
and you
talking
don't.
about not for I'm just talking about the argument of having to give the bitch the bag to get the bag. Like, once,
No,
if
no,
that is a
no.
part,
I'm not talking about the bitch.
No, he say we just talk about the pimping. And that's what I'm saying. As far as the pimping, I wouldn't advise that. I wouldn't advise no pimp to be on drugs. Well, I guess weed is drugs. You can say that. So I smoke weed. You dig what
No,
I'm
look.
saying? So that's a
I'm
drug.
not talking about weed at all.
Okay, so you talk about white, you talk about pig, you talk about hard drugs.
Yes.
No, man, I wouldn't advise that shit. I
Is
wouldn't
it
advise
not
nobody.
pimping, YG?
I already answered that. Show you got
Okay,
to
so
clean
then
your ears
let
out,
me
man.
okay, so then hold on. Now, let me ask you this. Is okay, how would you define tricking?
Tricking is tricking is a motherfucker spending money on pussy. That's the base level of tricking. The base level of tricking is a spirit. It's an energy. And when a motherfucker want to trick, that's why I was explaining it last time. When a nigga tricking, he's purposely going out there looking for some type of sexual gratification. It don't always got to be him busting a nut. You get what I'm saying? Some tricks get off different ways. If you in the field, you already know different tricks want to get off different ways. They want to do different things with the bitch and shit like that. So it's a spirit of energy that's inside of a motherfucker. And a lot of niggas got that spirit of tricking on the inside of them. You feel what I'm saying? They willing to spend a little money to make shit happen.
Okay, now
They willing
YG, hold
to.
on. Now YG, now let me ask you though. Because what I was saying earlier is I believe, maybe not believe, but what my thoughts are leading to is not even that. How let me offer you this. Tricking is anything that you pay for that you can't get with game. Versus that was vicious, son. Look, but versus this though, or is tricking paying for pleasure?
Yeah, tricking is paying for pleasure. See, you going too far with it. You dig what I'm saying? I see where you fishing at, but you throwing your reel out too far, and it's right in front of you. So tricking is just a motherfucker that want to pay for pleasure. Now that, like I was hearing you saying
Now,
earlier
hold
about
on,
getting
Mister Throw
clothes
the
and
Reel too far. Because if my pleasure is getting drunk, the only way I can buy liquor is buying it, not stealing it. You feel me?
I feel what you're saying, because some people might say you tricking your money off
No,
on the liquor. So I
we're talking
understand
about
that. But if
pleasure.
we're talking no, but if we're talking in the context of the game, see,
No,
we
well,
talking in the context of the
we're
game.
talking in the context of tricking.
Tricking in general or tricking in the game. Because see, the squares got their own definition of tricking too.
Okay, well, what's that? I've never heard of it.
That's exactly what you're talking about.
Which is what?
Spending the money on liquor, spending the money on clothes, spending tricking your money off.
Okay,
That's what people say.
so let me
Yeah.
ask you then. So can a pimp trick in a square way, but not be tricking because it ain't game related?
Well, a pimp is not in the square world. See, the square world, a pimp mind is above that. It's like some people operate in the third dimension, some people are operating in the fourth.
Right.
The pimping is operating in
In
the
the
fifth. He's in a
16th.
whole.
In the 16th, huh?
There you go. There you
I
go.
understand. I
So
understand.
he's in a whole nother echelon of thought. You get what I'm saying? We
Echelon.
talking about.
So look, but what I'm saying, YG, is this, okay? Is
Hmm.
the tricking paying for pleasure that he can't obtain from gain. Look,
No, no.
whatever the
No,
pleasure
no,
is.
because it don't necessarily even have to be that, because you have you got rappers that are tricks. Now, so a lot of these rappers, they can get bum bitches on the street to fuck and have sex, but they want an experience, and as we say, let's use that word, a pleasurable experience. See, so a person is willing to pay for that, just like a person is willing to pay to go to Disneyland because they want the thrill. When it comes in the world of tricking, a person is willing to put the money for it. Now, how much is up to that person, their budget, where they
No,
at.
no,
But you
you're
got
going
some
somewhere else,
motherfuckers.
bro. YG. What is tricking? Look, 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 look. We're,
I'm giving it to you.
we're in the game of pimping and hoeing.
Tricking
No, 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 no,
within the
no,
game.
no. Because that wasn't even my original thought. What is this tricking, period? Because are you saying there's a square trick and a game trick?
No, what I'm saying is when you step into the game, the definitions begin to change for everything, and we both know that. You dig what I'm saying? So that's why I say, what level is we talking on? Because I understand. I understand where you coming from. You get what I'm saying? I get it. You dig what I'm saying? As far as what's tricking in general, and just trying to get to the meat and potatoes of what tricking is, so that people can understand that you can trick in multiple ways. But I'm talking about in the sense of the game, because we don't want to confuse people. Okay, we don't want a person to be going
But
shopping,
that's what you
getting.
talking about. I'm talking about just in general. The game, not, not pimping and hoeing. What is tricking?
Okay, well, it comes down to intent, right? Let's talk about the intent. What is the purpose? What is the person's intent when they go into the liquor store?
Here we go.
Is it to get drunk and be a sloppy motherfucker, or is it just to have some fun for that night? See, we talking about intent,
Well,
because
YG,
somebody can go.
what I'm saying, bro, is this. Is it restricted to just sexual pleasure from a woman that you can't get without paying?
Yep,
This
it's sexual pleasure or the possibility of sex.
okay, so is tricking synonymous with sex?
Oh, of course, yeah, it goes
Now
hand in
let
hand.
me ask you this. The pimp that spends the hodo on the drugs to use versus the pimp quote unquote, that sells the drugs for the money.
Hmm.
If you were
Well,
gonna deal with the lesser two, you know what I'm saying? What? Go ahead.
a pimp is not gonna sell drugs for money. Anybody who's in this game, once you step into the game, you put those things down. That now, a pimp could be an opportunist if he leaking, right? And let's say the pimp already smoked weed and he already got it. He's an opportunist. Let's say some of his pimp partners need some weed. He might say, "Man, I got a little something over here." He's not trying to sell it. He's not going out there talking about nickel bags, quarterbacks, but he's going to, facilitate that transaction. That don't make him a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? At that point, it makes him an opportunist because he already had it anyway for them to get. Now, as far as going to get the drugs and saying, "Look, I'm finna bag this up. I'm finna put this together." Now you stepping into a different lane. Okay. And at that point, you giving up a certain level of where you at in the game. That don't mean that you can't knock another bitch. That don't mean that you won't get a bitch to pay you. That mean that mentally you got to understand what you're doing when you saying certain things. Now, a person who's doing the drugs, did they have this habit before they got in the game, or was this something that they picked up while they was in the game? Just for the sake of the story.
Picked up while they were in it.
They picked it up while they was in the game.
Yes.
So that mean they picked up a habit that and something happened in their game where they picked up a habit. Now some niggas they might, I know some, I've ran across, motherfuckers who was, sitting the bitch in the game that was on that coke, trying to stay up. You dig what I'm saying? Certain people's have different reasons. I've heard people come on here and say it helped me to stay up when I'm missing calls. So everybody got their reasons of why they, do that. But I would say that the person, both of them is in the wrong in my eyes. Both of them is in the wrong, and both of their game is headed for self-destruction. Point blank, period. Anytime you start putting them hard drugs inside your game, that shit never work, man, because it weighs on the body and it weighs on the mind. And just as you are explaining, now that shit take a lot of the money. The dope man gonna get paid by the bitch, and he getting paid by the so-called pimping. So the dope man eating, yeah, he eating real good. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
Especially if you one of the niggas who got a heavy habit. So I wouldn't advise that in anybody's game, but I wouldn't say that that's gonna take away from a motherfucker's pimping, because he could still be pimping good if his mind is still there.
Iceberg.
What's the deal,
Oh,
man?
that's Iceberg. I didn't even see him come in. What's up,
What's
Iceberg?
the deal,
What's the deal?
Iceberg?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
My shit good, cause I remember last time I had the AirPods in, y'all couldn't hear me and shit.
Well, we could hear you. Could you be louder and more clear? Definitely.
Yeah, you just a little muffled. That's it.
Yeah, hold on.
Sound like you on that road, man. I hear them cars zooming on past.
Yeah, I'm right here, man. You know what I mean? Down posted with my partners and shit, man.
You did. That's what I thought.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about it.
Iceberg. Iceberg. I will wait till he come back. Okay, now
Yeah,
look.
I'm good now. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah. Iceberg.
What's the deal?
What's up, bro? Okay, now look. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Okay. It's from your perspective, would you say tricking is only defined by a man or whoever wanting to pay for sexual pleasure?
You say it's only defined by a man willing to pay for sexual pleasure?
Well, man, woman, whoever, right? But it's basically it's tricking defined by paying for sex.
I wouldn't agree with
Only
that.
defined. Only. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I wouldn't agree with that. I wouldn't say it's only defined by that.
Okay. Now watch this. And the game knows what I'm saying, so y'all don't throw tomatoes at me when I'm